Hey, yo, it's Megamouth. And today in the news, the Middle East continues to be in turmoil. Shocking, I know. Right now, I'm sure as we've all heard, Iran is possibly going through another revolution, this time hopefully for the better. Back in the 1970s, the Shah of Iran, essentially, is my understanding, kind of like the king of Iran, he was deposed by a theocratic revolutionary group that basically overthrew the country. And ultimately, for the last 50 plus years, they've been largely a state sponsor of terror, been anti-American, normally chanting "Death to America" in their parliamentarian meetings. And ultimately, it would certainly be beneficial for the United States of America if, in addition to communist Venezuela falling, if communist Cuba would fall as well. There's some rumors about that. Their economy utterly collapsing, and Iran as well. And in Iran, they've had terrible problems for a long time. The entire country has been running out of water. The sanctions that the international community has been placing on them have also crippled their economy. So they basically have no water, no means of production, no ability to process their own oil. They're still able to allegedly get it out and ship it overseas to countries like China and other Axis powers, you could say. But ultimately, Iran is, I'm not sure it's so much religious disagreements within Iran. Uh, there is word that the Christian religion is spreading rapidly in Iran, which is wonderful. However, it is still said to be far less than 10%. So ultimately, where this demand for change seems to be coming from the Iranian people, it largely seems to be essentially economic reasons, because with their economy utterly collapsing from all the sanctions and the recent war they kind of went through, the mini war they went through with Israel and America, where their nuclear manufacturing capabilities were crippled. Basically, Iran as a civilization state, it appears to be collapsing at the seams. And so ultimately, the people of Iran are certainly demanding change. And honestly, there's a lot of change going on throughout the world right now. Like, apparently, recently, Trump met with Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. And essentially, that guy, he's been up to some work around the greater Arabian Peninsula and the so called country of Yemen. Uh, that country has kind of not even been a country for many years now. It kind of went through a fracturing, a civil war, where various bits and pieces of the country were broken off into different warring factions. And I wasn't even aware of this, but apparently recently, in the last few days, the Saudi Arabian government, along with some friends in their coalition, they've actually made attempts to retake apparently large swaths of Yemen. And apparently, the head guy behind the lead separatist movement, he had to flee back to the United Arab Emirates. So, still craziness on the greater Arabian Peninsula, where the UAE and Saudi Arabia continue to be certainly at odds with one another. But in terms of the possible, hopeful Iranian revolution, where hopefully a free and fair democratic government can take over that's not theocratically based, um, Trump has been giving some indirect help, it appears, to the protesters. He's made veiled threats towards the current leaders within the Iranian government. He's urged the protesters to take over their institutions. Um, I think that behind the scenes, he and the CIA are probably doing everything they can to covertly, help the protesters. Now, he has threatened military action if the Iranian government engages in violence on its own people, which they have apparently crossed that red line. I do think that Trump, if he's smart, he's hopefully going to take his time and not rush into anything, and they'll hopefully have a well-formed plan of attack to hopefully topple the theocratic Muslim government of Iran once and for all. But if they rush into it, it could result badly for us, another Black Hawk Down situation. So hopefully they are very tactful in their approach to helping the Iranian people. And hopefully in the coming days or weeks, maybe just maybe, we'll finally see an end to the Islamic leadership within Iran. And that is all the news for today. This is Mega Mouse signing out. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.